Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition, the first edition of the 2021 Table Read Tuesday podcast thingamajig.
Yeah, Angelina hasn't told me what we're doing yet. Angelina, care to enlighten both me and the audience?
Oh, no, not really. I think you'd have to wait. While I pull up my topic, though, has anybody ever told you, Marley, that you have a face for radio?
Wait a second. That's what people told Howard Stern, and now he's the king of all media.
But he's still ugly.
Yeah, but he has cats now and a loving second wife.
Okay, so basically, the idea for today's Table Read Tuesday is very, very different format. We are, in fact, not table reading anything, nor have we yet to. It adds to the mystery and the flavor. But so I saw a tweet, and it was from @Carrie C. I will put the original. I can't. I'll put it up on the screen because I can't link a picture like that. Well, maybe, but I can't find the original tweet, so I can't, But I saw it on the Stage Addict Instagram, and they posted it. And it was a fun concept I had, and this is mostly going to be me spewing my ideas to Marley, and if she has an idea or two of how it would play out or wants to debate any of my ideas, she is more than welcome to. But I have a list of movies that we got to get through for this. So basically, pick a movie, keep one actor, the rest are Muppets. Let's do this.
Oh my god, okay.
I would like to start off so strongly. This is more of a cry for help and a plea to you, so bear with me on this. Some of these aren't up for debate. Some of these I can see the other side, but I've thought this through. So basically, and I saw it recently on TikTok also, somebody did a cast of Mamma Mia with the Muppets, and they were all Muppets except for Amanda Seyfried.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then I got to thinking, first one, Rock of Ages, Stacey Jacks, specifically Tom Cruise in the movie. That one in particular really does it for me. There's no debate on it, and I think it's funny because
I see it. Okay. I the moment you said that, it made me think of, I think it's your favorite movie actually, The Devil Wears Prada.
I have that on here.
Yeah. Okay. Now, ideally, you'd want to, first thing that came to mind was maybe we keep Meryl Streep, but I think it would be really funny if Meryl Streep was Miss Piggy.
Absolutely.
I think that fits. But you'd probably end up keeping Anne Hathaway, but I could also see Emily Blunt staying as the token human. Because she's a little mean. And you could have, I know exactly who would be Anne Hathaway. It'd be that new Muppet for the Muppet movies, who's like the new guy. Or maybe Scooter, because she wants to be a journalist, and Scooter's like the smart one.
See, and the approach I took to half of these, and I guess I didn't have Divorce Prod on the list, but I was like thinking of it because I actually watched that movie the other day, but I watch that movie anytime it comes on. I love it. It literally is my favorite movie. I wanted it to be like the most oddball character because like having the Amanda Seyfried character in, what is her name in that movie? Sophie. Having Sophie be like the token human, it like makes sense. And there's like a bunch of different avenues with it. It's like they either have the villain as the human, which is like such like it's a mind shock.
Yeah.
That's not even a phrase. Whatever. I just
thought of something horrible.
Keep it to yourself. Or it's like the dainty character where it's like, oh, she's trying to rejoice everybody. But I wanted it to be like the most oddball character where it's like, it makes no sense for it to be them, but like it's them. So that's why I think Nigel should be the only human in Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, I see that. I totally see that. Okay. Hear me out. Les Mis.
Oh, Jesus.
Les Mis. And I think just for thematic consistency, you keep Cosette the only human, though What if it was like Marius and just empty chairs and empty tables and he's surrounded by a bunch of Muppets? I think I could see Kermit as Javert.
You know that's what they would do.
That's what they would. Okay, we gotta go. I gotta go take Cosette. Okay, I'm Kermit the Frog.
I also really love the idea, and I hate the idea, but it's a love-hate, is the idea of like an interracial Muppet human relationship. So it's like it's just very awkward,
so
and it plays really weird on camera, but
so,
it works so well.
oh, okay. I imagine Fontaine would be Miss Piggy because she has the big number. But hear me out. Alternate universe. So Cosette would be played by the only human. Alternate universe. Kermit is Marius, and then Eponine is Miss Piggy.
Oh
And
God.
she sings on my own, and she does it in this stupid voice. I actually like that better than Kermit being Javert, because
Yeah.
Kermit would sing empty chairs and empty tables. And he'd get to stand on Do You Hear Them? And then you could have the Muppet Babies play the little boy. I'm blanking on his name. You could have like baby Fozzie. He's waving the flag around.
Speaking of flags, and in the Heights there is a bunch of flags from different Latin countries. I think the only human in that show should be Graffiti Pete.
Oh no, the only human in that show should be a Carla.
Should be the Piragua guy.
She'd have no, Piragua guy is the best. That's the best choice. Locking that one in.
Yeah.
And it
Final
would be
answer.
it would be Lin-Manuel Miranda because he has experience. I believe he went on an episode of Sesame Street.
And you know Kermit would be
Usnavi. Oh, 10,000%. Who would be Sunny? Sunny would be, he has, the Tiny Tim Kermit in the Christmas
I have to look up the
Carol.
Muppets because I don't remember half of them. Animal would be Sunny.
Miss Piggy would be Daniela. I don't think she'd be Vanessa. Actually, she could be Vanessa, but I do see her more as Daniela.
Yeah, she is very much.
I like.
Gonzo has to be Kevin.
Oh, the Fozzie has to be Benny. Oh my God. Can you hear him doing the like cab song?
Absolutely. We gotta waka waka.
You think? Okay, if we're bringing over Sesame Street characters, I'd like to think Snuffleupagus would be Abuela, because he's a puppet that always has to be stationary. So he'd just be sitting at in front of his little apartment, and they'd he'd be a little more gray, and he'd be Abuela.
You know who would be Carla?
Who?
Janice.
I love Janice is a very underrated Muppet.
You would think that I would remember all the Muppets from like the years of trauma I have with them. I'm referring to the Muppet account.
Of course. We share the same trauma.
We have the same.
I'm very passionate about the Muppets. Outside of that Muppet account,
it was the best, yeah.
Bring back Muppet Vision 3D at Disneyland, you whore cowards. I love
I also think that in The Wedding Singer, the only human should be George.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that, actually.
Right.
Speaking of Adam Sandler, I think we should do a lot of the Adam Sandler movies, but we either keep, depending on the role, we keep Rob Schneider or we keep Adam Sandler. Like if we were doing his more serious ones, like if we were doing, well, not more serious, I guess more rom-com-y ones, like 50 First Dates, Kermit would be Adam Sandler in that situation, but you keep Rob Schneider as like the balls to the wall character. If we were doing grown-ups, I think Steve Buscemi would stay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then and then all of the main ones would be the Muppets.
Um,
I
Weird
offer.
off the wall one. I think in Sister Act it should be Curtis Jackson. He's the the guy who's after Dolores
Oh, yeah.
as the only human. See,
I
that's one
like.
of those ones where it's like you have it be the villain. Um, but in total opposition to that, I think in Newsies it should be Crutchy as the only human.
Yeah. No, actually, I think you get the Tiny Tim Kermit who already has a game. I think if you were gonna do, I think the only. I was about to say Catherine, but then I was like, again, that would be a weird Muppet human relationship. I think you'd have. I think Pulitzer would stay as the big mean.
Mm-hmm.
No, who's that one Muppet? Who's like he's one of the Muppets that you have to like get in a suit that he's like played by a person. He's big and hairy. He's got this big like red nose.
Oh, Big Mean Carl.
Yes. Would be
I took a shot in the dark. It was either him or Sweetums.
No, it's Sweetums. I thought Sweetums was wrong and Big Mean Carl sounded right. But no, yeah, Sweetums.
Uh huh.
Sweetums would be Pulitzer. I have that feeling.
Okay.
And then race would
No,
be animal.
Pulitzer would be Sam Eagle.
No, that would be Teddy Roosevelt. No, Teddy Roosevelt would be the only person.
And Teddy Roosevelt would be the like end of story. Next, have you seen Aquamarine?
I haven't seen Aquamarine.
I'm gonna skip it then, but I think it would be the Emma Roberts character because I just think it's so funny to see her having to interact with Muppets.
Hear me out. What people would you cast as the Muppets in the Muppet movie? You save one Muppet, and then in the Muppet movie, and then you change all the people. I think you gotta save Kermit, cause he's like the guy.
Yeah. Miss Piggy would have to be Dolly or Cher.
Oh my god, she'd be Dolly. 100% Dolly. Um, Maybe like Wayne Brady as Fozzie Bear.
God, I'm trying to think.
Hear me out. Steve Buscemi as Gonzo.
Okay.
And then uh I'm trying to there was one I had for Danny DeVito that just came to me, but I forgot it. Danny DeVito would be in there too. Danny DeVito would be Rizzo the Rat.
I think Pete Davidson would have to be Animal.
I love that. I love that for Pete Davidson.
Absolutely.
Okay, speaking of Pete Davidson, just the entire cast of SNL, you save one and the rest are replaced with Muppets.
It's Pete Davidson.
It's either Pete Davidson, Pete Davidson, Pete Davidson, or Michael Che.
I was about to say because the
Vibes on Weekend Update Boys.
Absolutely. And to that same regard with Pete Davidson, have you seen The Dirt on Netflix?
I haven't seen The Dirt. I have seen his movie.
It's basically the story of Motley Crue, right? And he's like not like one of the roadies, but he like one of like the guys who's like signing them or something like that. I just think seeing Pete Davidson interact with a Muppet version of Motley Crue in their heyday and like when they were at their like worst in terms of like how much they like destroyed hotels, that to me is so funny.
Wait. Hear me out. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The only human are the women who want to have sex with Galahad.
Oh my god.
That lead him in. Oh, sir, it's raining outside. You've got to be mighty cold. Let our nurses check him on you. Oh, you'll have to punish us for being so naughty. Jeez. It's either that or the Black Knight. But I think the Black Knight would be a Muppet.
Oh, absolutely.
Kermit would be King Arthur. Wait. Monty Python, The Life of Brian. Have you ever seen that one?
Uh-uh.
That one's my favorite. It's basically the Bible story of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not the Bible story of Jesus. There's a lot of them about Jesus. The life of Jesus, except it's a guy who's born on the same day, and people mistake him for the Messiah, and his name is Brian. Um, Hear me out. You keep Brian, you keep all the characters, except the religious figures would be the Muppets. Like Kermit would be Jesus. No, Kermit would be Joseph. Mary.
Judas is animal.
Oh my God.
Walter is like Peter.
I think we should just remake the Bible with the Muppets. It's the only way for the kids to get interested in religion.
I think Adam should be Beaker.
Oh my God.
And then Gonzo should be Eve. Is that offensive? Anyway,
No, I think if Beaker is Adam, I think you have to have Professor Honeydew as Eve. No, Professor Honeydew is God. Because he invented all of them.
Oh my gosh, that is so smart.
What's the name of the little bunny Muppet? Scooter?
I think so. I'm looking at.
He's a little bunny, and then Waldorf and I forget the other one are the mean old man Cratchy Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had a movie with those two. I just lost it.
Bean Bunny?
What?
Is it Bean Bunny?
Yes, Bean Bunny. I love Bean Bunny because how I got introduced to the Muppets outside of the movies. I watched the movies after, but at Disneyland they used to have this movie they played called Muppet Vision 3D and California Adventure, and it's it's a Muppet show, and they got rid of it a few years ago, and it disappeared without it. They didn't announce it or anything, and I'm really salty about it. Like Muppet Vision 3D is that, and It's Tough to Be a Bug are my nostalgia bait.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I think of the Muppets, like I've seen the movies, but I saw those after I saw Muppet Vision 3D. I after that, when I think of the Muppet characters, I think of Bean Bunny. I think of the spirit of 3D, who isn't a proper Muppet. He's just for the special.
Right.
And I think of Sweetums because every show they had to dress up a guy as Sweetums, and he'd come out with a flashlight, and he's looking for Bean Bunny. He's like, Bunny, Bunny, and he walked through the audience.
I just think the idea and the visualization of it is really funny. But to have Ralph the dog be Moses parting the Red Sea, that really does something. That speaks bounds.
Oh yeah. The more I think about it, yeah, I think
he barks and it parts.
I think if we're talking about like Old Testament stuff, you have to have. You know what? We're gonna make Kermit a bad guy for once. I think Kermit has to play the Pharaoh.
Or you could just straight up. Well, yeah, that's fair.
That's it. We have to have the Muppets do the Bible. So the reason I think about this is because I was watching it last night because they added it to Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. Anastasia, while being animated, if it was live action, you keep Rasputin as the evil guy. I think he's just his own brand of crazy that making him a live actor wouldn't be hard, and then everyone else is a Muppet just because I don't want Miss Piggy to be Anastasia, but I really want her to be the grandma. And just imagine her in elegant dresses on lounge chairs, just, oh, my dearest Anastasia, off somewhere all alone in Russia. I'll never see her again.
That's so funny.
Don't be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I think, and here's my speed round for you. In the Addams Family, it would be Pugsley.
100%.
In Fun Home, it's so dark to already do it with Fun Home. It would be the dad, John Bechtel.
Wait. Can I offer a rebuttal for your Addams Family now that I've had time to think on it? A second.
Absolutely.
I think they'd keep Uncle Fester.
See, I was thinking about that, but then like I decided no. But yeah, if you
Who
want.
would be the Muppet if you've decided no?
What do you no, Pugsley would be the that's why I decided on Pugsley because I thought about Fester as it, but then I was like,
I think he'd be gone. If Uncle Fester was gonna be anyone, it would be Gonzo. But
nobody
I
else
think
treats the moon right.
true. True. He'd crash through it. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Keep going. Keep going.
You're good. In falsettos, it would be Mendel. I was gonna have it be one of the lesbians, but I figured a human trying to give Muppets like therapy is it's good
Yeah,
stuff.
if it was one of the lesbians, the other Muppet would be Janice, probably.
Absolutely. Keep Tracy Toms in. Um, in burlesque, it would be Cher. You'd have to keep Cher.
Oh yeah.
She's just like losing her shit because like Muppets want to take over her burlesque club and like all her like Muppets are burlesque dancers.
Oh, but I just thought of something. Okay, it's Chicago, but the only human is Mr. Cellophane. Uh, the fucking cell block tango.
Oh jeez.
Imagine that with what's the one what's the song called where it's like stay away from drugs and liquor and
Oh
both reached for the gun.
yeah.
Imagine that, but it's Kermit singing it. I think
We
that's
both reach
powerful.
for the gun. Uh, in Shark Boy and Lava Girl, it would be Mr. Electric.
100%. Have you seen the sequel to that?
I am on the fence about it, but I have it on my list.
Me and Sam watched it. It was a great time. I really
So
liked
it's
it.
good.
No, it was bad, but it's
Oh,
bad
okay.
in the same way that the original's bad, which makes
Right.
it really good. It's a good watch. It's a good
Mm-hmm.
nostalgia watch.
So Barbie Fairytopia, I think the only person should be Bibble.
Oh, duh. Well, he'd be a puppet if they were to do it with the Muppets.
Yeah. Um, I would just love
I think it would be
that.
if they were gonna do like a human, it would be like the fairy queen.
Yeah. um, in Catch Me If You Can, and really any Amy Adams movie, it should be Amy Adams.
Yeah, yeah. Wait. Barbie movies, you do Princess and the Pauper. There's two humans, and it's the villain's assistant that are like in the mines.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
they have
yeah.
names, but those two guys, they get to be people.
All right, and I have four more. So in the Social Network, um, have you seen the Social Network?
I have it.
I saw it a long time ago. It's basically about the creation of Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg or whatever. I think it should be the only human should be Army Hammer. Just seeing this 6'5" stature of a man deal with like these little puppet, like that's funny to
Yeah.
me. And like him having to yell at Kermit because he can't figure out like why his ideas aren't working. Like so funny. It's so good. And in Enola Holmes, that's a good movie. You need to watch that if you haven't seen it.
I like another.
Um it has uh the oh so very lovely Henry Cavill in it, and I love that man. And I
I
think
knew
he
you would
should be
say
the
that.
only human in it because he plays Sherlock Holmes in the movie. So like having a Sherlock character investigate amongst Muppets makes for
Ooh,
a good
when
crash
you're
course of
done,
a
I
time.
have a great one to close out on.
Beautiful. In Marriage Story, it should be Henry, the boy. Him seeing his parents fighting his Muppet. That makes that. Oh, Laura Dern as a Muppet, like
I was about to say, I think it would be Laura Dern if they wanted to do it realistic.
right. And then my last one, I have two options for this one, and then I'll hand it over to you. It should the Parent Trap. It should either be Hallie or Annie, one of the twins, or the only human should be Dilf of the Year, Dennis Quaid.
I
The
think
dad.
it would be so funny if only one of the twins was human, and they're like, "Why do we look so alike?" And it's Kermit the Frog.
Especially in that fencing scene where like everybody like they take off their masks for the first time and everybody's like, "You guys look alike." And it's like
Now, are we
Kermit and
talking
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan version or the OG?
I'm talking Lindsay Lohan.
Of course. Okay, good. Good, we're on the same page.
Yeah, the only
Sam
version in
hasn't
my
seen
head.
either. I need to show him that. Okay, here's the closing out. This one actually I think about because it actually could like be a Muppet movie. I think it would like it's very similar to the Christmas Carol one and like Treasure Islands and vibe. And it has the same like nostalgia vibe for me. Princess Bride.
Okay.
Now, if they were gonna actually do it, the only humans would probably be Buttercup and Wesley, or the grandfather and the son. Those would be the only humans. But in
Oh
my
yeah.
mind, I think the only humans should either be Miracle Max or all three of the people trying to kidnap Buttercup. That's like Wallace Shawn, Andre the Giant, Indigo Montoya. It's
Yeah.
funny how I know the other two by their actors and then Indigo Montoya. Because I mean, I feel like it'd be funny seeing like Fozzie Bear be like, so the iocane powder, do you think I'm a fool? But at the same time, I feel like you have to wait, no, wait.
Ooh. She's got an idea. She's got an idea.
Sweetums as Andre the Giant. And then you have
my god.
you have Rizzo the Rat as Wally Shawn. Hey, you think I'm an idiot? That's iocane powder.
That fits a little too well.
And then Indigo Montoya would be Indigo Montoya. I don't know.
I would just like to challenge this all and say, I I think that the only human in Pretty Woman should be Richard Gere's character.
Oh my god.
He falls in love with a Muppet prostitute.
Okay. Last one for sure. Infinity War and Endgame. He isn't even human, but Thanos would be the only non-Muppet character. and all of the superheroes would kind of fall accordingly. You've had Kermit as Iron Man. You have Miss Piggy as I think she'd have to be Pepper Potts in terms of Endgame, but if she was a superhero, she'd be like Black Widow.
Yeah.
You'd have Fozzie as Captain America. Oh, Gonzo as the Hulk. Gonzo. No, Animal as the Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
So then Animal would be the Hulk personality, but then you could have a human play normal Animal, like Bruce Banner. Yeah. Wait, no. Sam the Eagle would be Captain America. Fozzie would be Thor. And then Gonzo would be Hawkeye, and then the joke is that Gonzo always misses. I just made the best show ever.
And hear me out. I think that any historical movie that's like dark, like putting the Muppets in it makes sense. Like I think Schindler's List is a little too far, but like I'd watch it.
Pulp Fiction.
I want to challenge you with Dunkirk and just have Harry Styles be the only human. It's just a war movie, and it's like they're all just. I couldn't tell you a single plot to that movie.
Scooter, I've always loved you, but the ship is going down. Scooter and Skeeter are the nurse and the sailor in the famous World War II ending picture.
You just do Taken, but it's Liam Neeson only.
Oh god.
And on that note, this has been another marvelous Table Read Tuesday where we don't really read anything. We just come up with the ideas straight from the heart.
That's something that we might write that we may read one day.
It all loops back. It's all cyclical.
Okay, everyone.
It's been fun.